Nana from How to Do Fashion, and today I want to take you along on a sewing, designing journey of a jacket that I have had in my mind for a very long time. It's a denim inspired jacket, but a denim jacket doesn't suit me that well because of my body shape, so I want to use a pattern that I know works well for my body type. And that is the number 26 Hamburg. It's a shirt, but it works very well for light jackets. I want to show you how I changed this pattern into a short denim inspired jacket. I want to make it in this silk. It's a reversible silk in gray and black. I'm actually not sure yet what the face side of this fabric would be, if it is going to be the gray or the black, but let's see when the process is starting. My goal is to incorporate these crocheted pieces. I have made a collar and 2 cuffs, and I want them to be a part of the jacket. I have of course used the pattern and aimed for the measurement of the pattern, but it can be a bit difficult when you are doing crocheting. And I have worked with different kinds of crochet patterns, and I've made this. I always have this book with me with inspiration and things like that, and I tried out some different patterns to see what I think will work best for a jacket like this. I ended up using actually, I think it's this diagram. It's this diagram I used. I just found it on Pinterest. For the cuffs, it was quite easy because I only need to make a cuff that would work for my wrist. The collar was a bit more difficult because I need a specific shape, but I think I managed. So I have this collar with a small collar band crocheted into this piece. So these 2 pieces I need to incorporate in the jacket. So I have printed out the pattern pieces in a small scale because I think it's much easier to show you how I do it in a small scale than on the big pattern pieces. So the sleeve, I actually won't change anything of that. Then we have the front and the back, and it's quite fitted at the waist, and I really like that. But for this particular jacket, I want to have a waistband to emphasize the look of the denim jacket. So I want to cut it in waist. Make a cut in a right angle at the center front and center back, and then I want to make it a bit less curvy. I think it's quite good on the back, but on the front I want to add a bit at the waistline. So I think I will add 1.5 centimeter and ending at the first dart, and then I cut out the pieces. Then I want to add a yoke at the back because I think that a good denim jacket needs a yoke on the back, and I want quite big height on the back, and I also want to push the shoulder seam a bit forward. So I will cut the shoulder seam 2 centimeter draw 2 centimeter down, and then I will take this one to this one. This will be the center back piece, and this will be the yoke, and then I cut off. I will take that, and then I will take this one to this one, like this. So now I have the yoke. When you work with patterns like mine and doing these changes, you have to be aware that the patterns include 1 centimeter seam allowance. when you make some changes, you will cut into the pattern pieces, and then you need to add seam allowance where you make a cut. So now I have the yoke and I have the back piece. On the front I want one more cut line, because that's something you often see on denim jackets. So I will make a cut line above the bust like this, and then I will make a cut line like this, because then I can place a pocket here. Cut the pieces. So this one is actually the top of the jacket, and I will remove, because I have made a cut through the 2 pivot points of the jacket, I can close them, and then I will close them, and it is very small like this. So now I actually have, this will be my front piece, and I will put a pocket here. So this is actually the main changes that I've did on the pattern itself, but I want to add one more piece, and that is of course the waistband. So what I will do, I will measure the waist of the front and the back piece, and I will make a piece that is 4 centimeters high, and then of course the measurement of the waist. So that's the pattern. Now I need to cut into the fabric. I need to start stitching.